Hello everyone, welcome to another Sakura stand video, and in this video I'm gonna go ahead and talk about, let's see here, White Snake. Yes, we're gonna talk about White Snake, so I'm just gonna go ahead and double check. As you can see there, White Snake. So this is what White Snake looks like, and how to get it is that you need to use an arrow, and you already know how to get a stand arrow. Now, when you use the arrow, you have 1 out of 5 chances of getting yourself a white snake because there are 5 types of stands that you can get. So hopefully you are lucky enough to get yourself white snake. Now, a little bit about White Snake is that it's a humanoid stand owned by the arch antagonist of Stone Ocean Part, Enrico Pucci. Whitesnake has both heights and builds comparable to Pushy, with the color scheme matching his appearance, black and white. The stand's widened part is surfaced by horizontal stripes patterned all over the body and repeatedly labeled with the word "gat." Whitesnake is a long distance stand, so that means its moveset should be long distance. So now I'm just gonna show you the moveset. So the first thing is gonna be the Q, which is gonna be the summon and the desummon part. So if you click Q, you're gonna desummon your Shan, and then when you click Q again, you're gonna summon it again. Next one is gonna be the pilot mode, and pretty much what this does is when you click Z, you can control your stand. Which means that you can literally start fighting people from a long distance. But like I said, this is a limited distance, meaning that you cannot go so far away. As you can see, this is the barrier, and this is how long you're gonna be. And your character will be vulnerable, meaning that they will get easily killed or damaged. So you need to hide your character or your player somewhere very safe. Next one is going to be the normal. So it's going to be left mouse buttons and such. So let's start with the left mouse button here. Someone is dealing with that one. There's no more dummies. Oh, there's one here. Let's start with the left mouse button. As you can see here, it deals that much damage, and this is what the animation looks like. So this left mouse button is called the attack combo, and pretty much you just hit 3 times, and it also slams the enemy onto the ground. Next one is going to be the... Hold on. Next one is going to be the separation barrage, and all you need to do is hold E. Or just click E. Never mind, click E. And as you can see here, this is what it does. And it's a long distance barrage that repeatedly damage anyone who comes in contact. So whoever you grab first, you will get a little bit distance between them if you want to. Next one is going to be the Venom Cut Line. Now this one here, this is what it does. Go ahead and click R. And as you can see here, you just chopped off your enemy's fingers. And you're also dealing a bleed over time effect or damage over time effect, which is what happened when you injured your opponent in a long time duration. Next one is gonna be the firing willing, and pretty much it's a pew pew type of move. And this one here, all you need to do is click T, and as you can see here, you do gunshots. That's it. Next one is gonna be the memory disc, and this is what it's gonna look like. Go ahead and click Y. You do a kick, and then you threw them away. And you also gonna have a disc laying on the ground. A little detail. Next one is gonna be the hold stand disc. Now this is the same as the memory disc, but it's a greater damage, and it disables the stand for a short period of time. And the only thing that's difference between this is you need to hold Y. So hold Y, and of course the memory disc is done. So you need to wait for the memory disc to be able to use the stand disc. So you want to do stand disc. The only difference is that you have to hold Y, okay? Go ahead and hold Y. And as you can see here, it does that. And then it disables or does a bleed over time, and also disables your opponent's stand, not allowing them to not be able to use their stand at all, which means they are very vulnerable and cannot attack with a stronger damage. Next one is going to be the Dream Liquid, and this is pretty much what it looks like. Go ahead and click G. You're going to put some liquid below you, and whoever is around it will basically be stunned, so they will be in sleeping mode, and The player who becomes slept by the acid gains plus 35% armor while on the state. So the dream liquid is pretty much just a buff towards friends. So if you have any allies that you want to buff, you use the dream liquid to be able to make them their health stronger, or be able to add a shield around them. Even though there's this downside of letting them go to sleep. Also, the sleeping state will end after a period of time or take in more than 50 damage. So that should be pretty much it. So that is that. So it's just like an add of armor set. Just an add an armor. Add an armor. Next one is gonna be the elbow annihilator, and this one here is a counter attack. So if anybody attacks you, for example, there's one of these guys, and then I click H, like that. Okay, I need it a little bit more nearer, because you're gonna be in like position mode where you're not, you can't move. I'm gonna try it one more time, and then I'm gonna go a little bit nearer to the opponent so that you can see the move actually working and not just me standing still and not doing anything at all. I want to show you the animation so that you can see it for yourself and be able to evaluate whether or not this is a stand that you want to have. Let's go ahead and click H. Now as you can see here, this is what it looks like, and that's what it does. I'd say it's pretty useless, because when they're still just gonna go ahead and fight you, especially those thugs that doesn't have any cooldown, it'd be better if the counterattack actually throws your opponent away from you, giving a little bit of distance between you and the enemy. Next one is gonna be the pilot, and pretty much with the pilot mode, when you click Z, when you're in pilot mode, you will be able to do more hits, and your G will be a little bit different. As you can see here, this is what happens. That's what happens. They're still asleep. You can also like deal damage if you want to. But that is the changes. Next one is gonna be the barrage for the pilot mode. This is what it looks like. You have to hold E for this one, and it still deals damage. This is called the barrage. And yes, that should be it, of course. But here are the poses for those who are curious. That's what it does. But now that should be it for this video. By the way, the pilot mode also has its own posing. You can see here, you can pose with your stand. Yes, that should be it. Once again, thanks for watching, and if you have any question about this stand, go ahead and ask me. Any question is available. But once again, thanks for watching, and maybe see you in the next video if you plan on watching my content.